Hey guys, so if it fits, it sits. That's the motto with this cat. You can see the dog is walking under the table. It gets a little crazy in here, which is why I'm looking so forward to our Lego room, which would be right underneath the floor where we are right now. But this is our Lego City setup so far. I'm going to take you through it a little bit more. But I thought I would just give you this sort of little blooper reel of the cat hanging out on the Lego City table. She's always in the way when we're building. She's scratching at the boxes. She's looking under the table. She's chewing on the Palace Cinema details. She's throwing things on the floor. She's about to throw something. Yep, there it goes. The piece flipper just went. Guess she didn't like the teal one. Have to test her out with an orange one, see if it makes any difference. But this is, again, a struggle with us in the Lego City. So hashtag Lego City problems. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. I'm Sarah, this is Little Bins and Bricks, and today we're doing a Lego City update. And we have a completely open table at our disposal today, and I'm really excited to move my city from over here on this shelf to over here on this table. If you might have seen in some of our earlier videos, we had a Millennium Falcon taking up the back half of the table. But we've since moved that to a new home. It's taken flight and it's out of here. And now we have the city table back open. I am not sure if we'll keep the city laid out right now, only because the cat keeps wanting to jump up here. And this is where I do my videos. So as a city YouTuber, my space is definitely limited. But I have a feeling in the next month, I'm going to be able to move us into the space just opposite of where I'm sitting right now, and I should be able to lay out 4 or 5 tables before we move into our final space, which is below my feet into the garage. But for now, I thought I would bring over the modulars that we have built and put them out for you to see what our city is sort of looking like. Now, last week, my goals were to transfer the 6 or so buildings that we have built over to Mills Place. So that's exactly what we did. We accomplished our goal. We transferred the modulars, and it's not as difficult as you think to transfer modulars to Mills. If you want to know how to make a Mills, you're going to want to look up there. And if you want to see how we transfer a modular, I'll be happy to do a video on that. It's super simple. As you might imagine, you're just going to be removing the layers that don't have any bearing on the surface and transferring row by row. You can kind of wiggle up the outer walls of the building if you're careful, and sort of peel it away essentially from the base plate it's built on, because the connection is not super strong like it would be to a plate versus a base plate. So it is actually not that hard, and I think we kind of feel like the average was 30 minutes. Assembly Square was a little longer because it's bigger. The Palace Cinema was actually pretty quick because there's not a lot of detailing on the floors. But overall, transferring the modulars to this awesome Mills plate system is not a big deal. And look, I can even hold this with one hand, and it is super sturdy. So I would not be able to do this with a regular base plate. And as you can see on the cinema here, we kept the red top, and we used the red base plate on the bottom. So if you want to use the same color base plate, or keep the base plate that came with the set on the bottom, you will need to transfer it maybe a tiny bit differently. My husband transferred the tiles to the plates and then created the Mills plate after that. So a little bit different, but again, not too hard. And really, very few of them have a specific base plate color that you can't get to make it easier. So like this one and the Parisian has a light bluish gray base plate, and they don't have those in the 32 stud. So we did have to transfer that one a little differently as well. But otherwise, you have tan, blue, green, so it's not too bad. And then, of course, as we move forward, we will start building the retired modulars that we have straight onto Mills plates, so it won't matter there either. But I can definitely show you how to transfer one pretty quickly if that's something you're interested in. So I am going to finish setting up the city, and then we'll come back and have a chat. All right, so we have the city laid out, and as you can see right now, we are a one-table city, and hopefully in the very near future, hopefully next couple weeks, we'll be able to move to that bigger space that I mentioned and maybe turn this into a four-table city, maybe even five. Of course, it will take time to fill the tables, but let's take a look at what we have now. I have the Palace Cinema, followed by the diner, and we also have the Science Museum, which is that London Tower alternative build, and you can check up top there to see that link. We also have the fire brigade, and there's a very funny story behind that fire brigade. We are actually missing pieces. We are missing pieces from a new in-box set. So we're kind of working on figuring out that situation with Lego, and hopefully be able to complete that soon, but it's just nice to get it out there anyway. Then we have, we actually have, let me see if I can go around here and grab the Parisian restaurant. We have recently lit up the Parisian restaurant, and we'll show you more of that next week. And I'll talk about next week goals just after we take this little tour here. So now we have Assembly Square, followed by the bookshop. Let's see if I can chew in there. And then we have our Sesame Street alt build. Pretty cool. So those are the buildings that we have built right now. You can probably see if I lift you up really high. We've got some sets over there in the corner waiting. We've got the brick bank, the detective's office, the pet shop, the town hall. Which other one? I feel like there's another. Oh, the Grand Emporium. So we have a bunch. We just need to make our Mills plates and get started. Now, something you'll also notice is that we have Mills roads, and these are not the final designs, but I've been tinkering with different ideas. And so far, I really like this design here, where I have the white line on either side. Although it's thick, I do like this method of building better than some of the others that I have watched on YouTube, just for the style of how you put the bricks together. And then I was just trying out no white line. Of course, I would not have all those jumper plates there, but I wanted to just get an idea of the coloring. And then this one sort of plays around with having a T-section type intersection that you do miss out on if you're not using the regular road plates, but you can make them. So in one of my next videos, I'm definitely going to be showing off how I make these plates and sort of the first iteration of them. I assume over the course of city building, this will all change. And there you can see the back of the city. I have done probably the most detailed work here with Sesame Street because I had all the extra little pieces to make the Big Bird's nest and everything like that. And we are lighting up the Parisian, as I mentioned, and you can see the wires there. We need to work on our wiring and decide sort of which light kit is the best one. Here's a bird's eye view of the city. So I really love this. I'm so excited to have it set out on a table. I'm pretty sure that I won't be able to keep it here though, because I have to use this table for so many things. We're getting into the Disney Castle alt build, and I just need to have a workspace too. But as I mentioned in a previous video, this is an awesome space to display modulars as well. This is another IKEA shelf, and it's about 15 inches or so deep. So you're able to fit a modular and just the new road without it being a Mills though. So if you just have some modulars and the new road plates, you can totally create a great little setup. You can see that in one of my update videos that I will link above. Okay, so let's chat small city goals for this coming week. So every week I like to set myself some sort of goal just to give myself an idea of what I want to get done. So basically what I'd like to accomplish this week is a couple of things. I'd like to make enough of the same type of road plate here to fill the city streets, and this is a more close-up of this, and I'm using the new 2021 road plate system here, and we've got some great sidewalk detail going on. And I really love the Mills plates. As if you can't tell, we're like all about the Mills here. And of course, just remember, you can do a city, a small city, a giant city, a humongous city, and not use Mills plates, okay? There are plenty of options to just stay with the regular base plates. There are plenty of roads available. You're not going to run out. You will be fine. But if you like the idea of Mills plates, then we definitely have a lot of great videos for you on that. However, if you want to stick with the regular road plates, be my guest. You can still make awesome detailed sidewalks, and I definitely want to do a complete video on just sidewalks because you can get so intricate with them. You can really do fun things, and I love the detail portion of building a city. So okay, that's first goal, is to get enough road plates to fill the city. And I may do just a whole straight street down. As you can see, we've got the fire brigade down at the end, but I think that I will have 6 road mills plates made by the end of next week, so I can have one nice strip of streets. And then I probably can build another modular or 2. We are working on the Alt Disney Castle Build, the costume shop, so that might be one, and we can definitely crack open another one of our modulars and stick it on a mills plate for sure. But one of the other exciting things that we're doing with the city right from the beginning is we are going to light every building. And we've started with the Parisian, and I'll show you that in a different video as we're still tinkering with the wires a little bit. And we're going to test out the different kits as we go along. So the Parisian restaurant has the light tailing brand light kit. And I think we're going to do the bookshop next here with Bricks Max kit. So far, I think that my husband is leaning towards Bricks Max out of the 2 kits that we bought. He has recently lit the Millennium Falcon. And although that's probably a different lighting process than a modular, he did prefer that lighting process that he did better than the light tailing. So we're going to have to see. I know there are still a couple other brands, and my goal is to buy one of each brand that I can find and light up different buildings and kind of give you my feedback on the pros and the cons of each one. I think they're all going to look beautiful lit, pretty much to the same extent, but I think the process, the usability, the connections, how it works with wires and stuff, I think each of those are going to be slightly different, and I don't want a mess of wires all over the city. I want to be able to contain them. I don't want to use batteries. I wanted to make sure everything has a USB connection, and that maybe we have a multi-USB port outlet for them kind of thing. The mills plates will really help with this because you can see all the space to run wires down through. And because the top of a mills plate are 4x4 plate sections, you have a chance to put wires down through the middle and hide them underneath. So I think that will be really helpful. So I think those are the 3 biggest goals, are road plates, some more lighting, and maybe another new modular or 2. And I think, yeah, that is this week's Lego City Goals update, vlog, whatever you want to call it. I'm hoping here in the next few weeks that we will move to a place where I can keep the city set up all the time, unless Danger Kitty continues to jump up onto the tables like she does, and she loves to gnaw on those decorative things on the Palace Cinema. So I don't know. I don't know what the future holds until we get into a room with a door that closes. So that's it for this video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to follow this Lego City journey. Make sure to turn the notifications on so that you can see every video we do. Most of the things I talk about all pertain to building a city, and occasionally we sneak in some other fun things too. So definitely join us, and we'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.